Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. You in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This is Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Penny. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he finds Penny. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Broncos 13. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This one fielded at the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Locke. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Into the red zone, it's Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Locke working out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, they'll make a play. They got pulled on that one.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
26, Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, watch it.
Locke off of play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Locke. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Seahawks first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Touchdown, Seahawks. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 4-yard line.
Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch tight. Tight end right.
To throw it is Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go, D. 26 man.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. 2nd down and goal. Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation? You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it. We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some